Hello, welcome to this video. I'll be showing you how you can go viral to your exact target audience by using this one Instagram reel. So you don't need 10 different videos, you only need this one video, and you can get over 200,000 views in 3 months from your exact target audience. Now, this is for you if you have a B2C coaching or consultancy business. Now, you might be wondering, why is getting views or going viral to your exact target audience very important? Well, because the more views you have, the more money you will make. And I'll break this down later on in this video. So below you can see 2 case studies which I have attached. And this is one Instagram reel which we've released for our B2C photography coach. And this is the Instagram reel which we released for our life coach, who's also B2C. So in the first month for the photography coach, we got above 55,000 views. And for our life coach, we got nearly 150,000 views after 3 months. So these views we're getting is not, from unqualified people who don't fit my client's target criteria for what makes a qualified lead. These viewers are people from my client's exact target audiences. So we're not only going viral to people who are unqualified and are not a right fit for your coaching services or product. These people are from your exact target audience. So before I break down what I mean by that, I want to, sort of explain the consistency in the results. So as you can see, with one coach, we got 50,000 views in the first month. For another coach, in 3 months, we got 150,000 views. So by using this one Instagram video, you will be able to target at least 50,000 viewers every single month. So that's how, streamlined this video is. So to break this down, you might be asking that if I go viral, aren't the viewers going to be unqualified? Like a majority of them are going to be people who aren't even looking for my coaching service as a product. And that's a very valid point to raise. But to break this down as for why the viewers will be qualified is because we use Meta's AI algorithm in order to execute on this, which I'll get to in a second. So let's just say this is you right now. You're a high performance coach. You're targeting business owners or executives within the finance industry based in the UK, and you're targeting the specific pain points of your audience being in a high pressure environment or they're struggling to delegate tasks. So let's say you're trying to target those pain points because your coaching service or product is the solution to those problems, right? So this is an example of a qualified lead. Now you might have more points you want to add here or a few less points, but you get the point. This is what makes a qualified criteria of a lead for you. So once we have this information from our client, from here, we're going to script it in a very specific framework. And we use Meta's AI algorithm in order to execute on this target audience. So what Meta is going to do is it receives this list pretty much, and it starts showing it to people who fit this criteria. Now, that's how we're able to get over 50,000 views every month from the exact target audience. Now, do note that in the first 2 weeks of launching this Instagram reel, the Meta's AI algorithm is warming up. So within the first 2 weeks, you can assume that some of the leads might not be in the finance industry. They might be in a different industry, and so on and so forth. But by 4 weeks, the targeting will become a lot more precise. The algorithm will be warm, and so the viewers will be more qualified. So you might be asking, how did we achieve this, or which type of Instagram reel did we release so that you can do it as well? So we released one Instagram reel on a very small daily budget of $30 USD. So in other words, it's a specific type of Instagram ad, or some call it a boosted reel. So we've used this Instagram ad for lots of different coaching businesses we've worked with. So we found the exact framework to pull this off, right? So we don't have to launch 10 different ads on a huge budget and see which one performs the best. We already have the one ad, which once we understand your business a bit more, we just plug and play, right? We just put the information in and we let Meta's AI algorithm show it to those people. So how did the actual operational process work? So we scripted, edited, and uploaded the video for my client. All my client had to do was record the video, which took them maximum 10 minutes. And it's not an ad which you have to record every 3 days, every 7 days. We just build it once, we release it, and that's it. It gets us all of those viewers. Now, From the outskirts, it looks like it's a very simple process. We just scripted the video, we uploaded it, and we got, those 50,000 views, which we're getting every single month. But actually, it's not as easy as it looks, because there were 3 steps which happened before we done it. And this is absolutely crucial. So the first thing we done was consulting and repositioning of my client's offer. We made that offer higher ticket, and we made it in a way where it can still have a high demand for the price it's at. So having 10 times more demand. The second thing we done is we dialed in my client's key value proposition into the scripting. So what key value proposition is essentially what makes my client's coaching business different to their competitors. Because let's say right now across the screen, you're an executive coach, you're a fitness coach, a business coach. There's tens of thousands of other coaches in your industry. So why would a prospect choose you as their coach over another coach, right? There's tens of thousands of you out there. So this is where we go into your unique selling points. How does your service or product operate differently to the other coaches in your industry? Have you had any specific client testimonials? So maybe you've always helped your clients undergo a specific transformation. So then that tells us that actually, yes, you're a fitness coach, but actually this is your specific niche within the fitness industry, if that makes sense. So once we understand that and your unique selling points, we're able to craft your key value proposition into the scripting. So we dial it in. The third thing is we took care of the rest of the components in the script. We scripted it, edited, and uploaded the video, built once, released once, and we get those, all of those views, 50,000 views, 150,000 views. So now you might be asking, why is getting views or attention crucial for your coaching business? Like, how does that, convert into actually getting money, right? So it's because of this 4-step process. Now, in order to get paid, in order to take on a high ticket coaching client, you need to find those prospects in the first place, or they need to find you. So that's why the first step is attention. This is views, right? If your prospects cannot see you, they cannot find you, and you cannot take them on as a coaching client. So once you have the attention, you have the views, a certain percentage of these views are going to turn into leads, so lead generation, right? So with the clients we work with, we've seen a low end result of 20 qualified and high intent leads every day. So within a month, it's over 600 qualified and high intent leads. So from all of those views, which you get in a month, 600 of them turn into an actual lead. Now, once you have leads, we then have the opportunity, so the appointments. Now, of course, every lead is not going to turn into an appointment. So we typically see a 10% conversion rate of a lead, right, into an appointment. So from the 600 leads we get, about 60 appointments per month for our client. And of course, from the opportunity or from the appointment, not all of them turn into clients, but we typically see a 25% closing rate, which is industry average for a coach. So from those 60 appointments, the coach closes 15 deals every month. And again, this entire process is on autopilot, because using this process right here, by using this one Instagram reel on a very small daily budget of $30 USD per day, which is guaranteed to bring you 600 qualified leads per month, you don't need to do outreach. You don't need to rely on sporadic referrals from old clients, right? It streamlines your entire time and is a lot more efficient. So that's why a lot of coaches say going viral is not important, right? Getting views is not important, but actually, if you don't have any views, you do not get paid, right? So to break this down in the context of a water pipe and a bucket of water, as we can see, the bucket of water is equivalent to the number of leads you have, and the water pipe is equivalent to the number of views you get. So let's just say for a second, let's just put a cross here, right? Now let's say there's no water coming out of this pipe and there's no water inside this bucket. What this means metaphorically is that the tap is off. If the tap is off, there's no water coming, the bucket is empty. In other words, if you don't have any attention, which is equivalent to the tap is off. If you don't have any views, then you get no water in the bucket, and the water is equivalent to the leads. So you get no leads. So no attention, no leads. What a lot of coaches are doing is the tap is off. They've got no water inside a bucket, right? So they have no new leads, which they could really nurture and turn into clients. They still release content every single day. Now, even though the content they're releasing is relatively okay, and they're trying their best to do it frequently, which is really good, there's no point nurturing with content if you don't have the leads, or if you have old leads, right? So you need new leads. Now, I'm not saying you need to have 10,000, 20,000 followers. You can do this with 500 followers, as long as they're relevant followers, right? So that's why if you really want a predictable flow of qualified leads every day, instead of it being so sporadic, relying on referrals or doing so much outreach on LinkedIn, on all of these different platforms, you need a predictable system like this water tap being open. So let's say you turn it as much as possible, right? The water tap. Imagine that being open as wide as possible. So much water is going to come through. So the more views you get from your target audience, the more leads you're going to get, the more appointments you're going to get, and the more you're going to get paid. So this is the real secret of any successful coaching business. This is exactly it, right? And I'm going to make another video on this, on like the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. If you've never heard of those terms before, it's okay. I'll make a video on that soon. And that's why going viral to your exact target audience by using this one Instagram reel, having this go on every single month, would allow you to maximize the number of leads you get. It would forever fix your lead generation problem, because it brings you 20 leads every day, and appointments and closed deals. And this goes on autopilot without your management. Now, you might be wondering, what am I doing wrong, right? Because you're a coach, you're trying your best, you've been trying to make it work for months and months and months, but you can't really get clients. There's no predictable flow of leads, and something's just wrong, but you're not sure what's wrong. So the reason it's wrong is because the first thing you're thinking of is that it's a huge risk to run ads, because you're going to be wasting your money, right? The second thing you're thinking is that it's too early to run ads, and that you need to reach 10K a month first in revenue before you start spending money on ads. The third thing you're probably thinking is that you want to keep posting content organically over the next 6 months first before running any ads. The fourth thing is that $30 per day is $900 per month. And, you know, that is a lot of money for a lot of coaches out there. And you're probably thinking, what if I don't see a positive return on investment? Spending all of this money on ads, I might not even get a return. And you're also thinking that 90% of your audience is not on Instagram. So how will it actually work? So maybe I get this all the time from executive coaches, some business coaches, and they say that the majority of their audience is on LinkedIn, which is fair enough. But I'll tell you why it also works on Instagram. So what the other coaches are doing right, which is why they're finding huge success and able to scale to even $100,000 per month. There's coaches out there doing this. So it's because, you know, you only need to release one ad. You don't need to test 10 different ads on a huge daily budget. It's only one ad. Now, the reason it's only one ad is because we have plugged and played this one ad for lots of different coaching businesses. And unlike 95% of other coaches and agencies, we found the exact framework, which is guaranteed to bring you at least 20 qualified leads every day. So there's no risk involved. There's no testing process that you would have to go through, fortunately, right? The second thing is that you said it's too early to run ads. Now, you want to get to 10K a month first. But actually, in a majority of cases, as a coach, you can only get to 10K a month by running ads. The more you wait to hit 10K a month, the more you're wasting your time, and you might actually not hit 10K a month. The third thing is, again, you're thinking you want to post organically for the next 6 months. But, you know, posting organically is only going to nurture your existing leads, right? And if you have no leads in your bucket, so no water inside a bucket, then there's no point releasing content. You need leads. Once you have the leads, then you can post content, then you can convert them, right? So if you struggle with getting only 0 to 10 leads every month as a coach, there's a very simple fix. Content alone will not solve your issue, even if you post for years and years. You need a predictable flow or predictable system which brings you leads on autopilot. And this is why you need this one simple ad. And I know it's very uncomfortable to hear what I'm saying right now because you've never seen this framework before. It seems quite new, and it's just generally very uncomfortable to even think about launching an ad or using this process. But all it requires is a paradigm shift. Again, I don't blame you. 95% of coaches are not using this, right? The fourth thing is, $900 a month. What if you don't see a positive return? So you will sign your first high ticket coaching client within the first month of launching this ad, right? So you will make your money back, given everything is dialed in. Now, if you're a coach right now who doesn't charge high ticket, maybe you're charging low ticket, there's ways of going around it, and it's a very case by case discussion. So for example, if you're charging an hourly rate, then there's ways of upselling your clients or increasing your package sizes onto like a monthly retainer of like $1,000, $1,500 per month. That would also work. So there's various ways you can reposition your offer as well. And the final thing is you believe your audience is not on Instagram. So as long as you have a B2C coaching business, this will work. That being said, book in a 30-minute call with me using my Calendly link in the description box below if you're a coach or consultant and you're struggling with these points, right? So if you're struggling with lead generation, you're stuck on only 0 to 20 leads every month, you're unsure on how to make social media work, you're yet to receive results from your organic methods, and point number 4, you're frustrated of working with agencies who promise to bring you results through outreach and content creation, but actually you've not seen any real conversion with the agencies you're working with. So you've not seen any closed deals or qualified appointments coming every single week. And number 5, if you want a simple, safe and reliable system to bring you 600 qualified leads every month with 15 closed deals every month. So we will discuss the potential fit for a partnership between us where we fix the problems for you forever. That being said, I hope this video was very useful. And if you think we would be a right fit for a partnership, book in our 30-minute call using my Calendly link in the description box down below. And I'll speak to you very soon. Thank you very much for listening and have an amazing day.